And welcome to the Destiny Nerds episode 30. And my name is Bearded Luke, and I need to turn my air conditioner off. Give me a second.
Oh my god, you literally said you're gonna do that before we started, bro.
I was getting so nice and cool, and I forgot. Anyways, welcome to the podcast, episode 30. There's two of us here, me and Maddox.
Just the two of us, baby.
This is what it's all about, okay? Just the two of us. What's up, bro?
What's fun about this is it's gonna be just us just lollygagging around the whole time.
We're just gonna screw around for 3 hours tonight, I think is what we have slated. 3 or 4 hours.
Sounds good. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about, so
I'll probably die of heat exhaustion within 3 hours because of this air conditioner not being on.
More like 30 minutes.
Dude, it's hot. Honest. It's hot in Ohio right now. I can't imagine Florida. Oh my gosh.
Dude, what's crazy is like you see all these like updates of people in like Seattle and stuff. They're like, oh my god, it's 102 years old, 102 degrees outside. I'm like, I don't think it's over 100 in Florida.
Yeah, but the humidity.
Like, in all honesty, that's a bad thing. Is the humidity makes it feel like shit. But
you could like bring this water bottle out there and it'd be full with water from the humidity.
Just leave the cap open. You just got a full bottle of water in about an hour.
Done.
Yeah, it tastes good, but
well, what have you been up to this week, bro?
I'm happy to announce I'm finally on my new computer, bro. Dude, I got it in today from Artisan, and it is literally sitting. I'm touching it currently, and it took me about 3 hours to set everything up because I got a new desk as well too. So I'm excited, man. I'm finally past like that little hardship in your streaming career where like, you have to deal with something, shit, out of all people, you know how it is.
Yeah. So, about 8 months of not being able to stream.
Yeah. It's been tough for you, but I mean, seeing you trying to pull through that shit and then seeing my situation is just like, all right, I don't really have much to complain about. I'm fortunate enough to have a backup, which, as you can see if you're watching, you can see Reagan in the background playing Sims. She was like more excited about my computer being here than I was because she got hers back.
She's ready to game.
But I'm excited. I haven't gamed yet on it, but like setting everything up and like just seeing how fast and how clear and everything like that shows, I'm just like, I'm really excited. I'm gonna probably hop into some Destiny after this just to see what it looks like.
See if you're any good at PvP anymore.
Oh, it's been tough. We played, so we actually, like, now that I knew like when it was coming in and like I knew like, okay, I don't have to play this for much longer, I hopped into Iron Banner the other night and kind of was frying. I was like, okay, I don't really have much to go about other than just like getting used to the movement and stuff like that again, because I anybody that may know, I've been just grinding PvE where it doesn't require much skill, I guess you could say. So just playing games and vibing, but now I really got to try because we're gonna be scrimming again, everything like that soon. So
heck yeah, that's exciting.
It's gonna be tough, but other than that, dude, it's just been doing that. I actually, in all honesty, I've been watching a bunch of movies recently. We've been
any good ones?
We've been actually, so what we've done is we've started all the Marvel movies in chronological order. So we've watched we just finished Iron Man 3. So we watched like the first Avengers. We watched all like the first movies of everything.
Damn, I think we're going hard.
Dude, it's been like one movie a night, and then we'll like, if we don't finish it, we'll just finish it in the morning or something like that, or finish it like late in the afternoon. So I mean, they're like 2-hour movies too, like that. Those things ain't easy. They ain't like a little flick to be watching. You have to sit down and actually pay attention and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you're gonna be, dude, I'm excited for you. Tell them.
Yeah.
This will be the last time you're in this house.
I think it should be. Yeah. This is the last time I'll be sitting right here streaming from this spot, which I haven't streamed like on my regular channel for over 20 days or something like that. Like
that's crazy, because like you even would have like some supplemental like streams here and there, but now you've just been going hard.
It was
moving
like
into your new house.
Yeah, when we first moved out, it was maybe like three times a week, and then it turned into 2 times a week, and then 1 time a week, and then nothing times a week. But we did get a house. We signed on it last Friday, I think. We've had it for a week, and now We've owned it for a week. What we did so far is we painted the entire downstairs. So like, it's like a 1,800 square foot house, so probably like 900 square feet of walls.
Jeez.
We painted all white, and it was supposed to be one coat guaranteed, is what the thing said. But it took 2 coats, and one wall took 3 coats. But that's just how painting. Like, I bought the cheapest rollers you could possibly get because I'm cheap, and that's probably part of the reason. And
then, that doesn't help.
Yeah, and then we moved all, like, we were kind of moving some stuff in, like little small things. Like when that podcast that week I wasn't here, we were just kind of moving stuff in. We moved.
Yeah, you guys are going ham.
We moved our whole entire storage unit because we've lived with in-laws for the past 8 months now, which is crazy. It's been 8 months. 8 months ago, we moved in there, and we put all of our stuff in a storage unit. So we got all that. And Dr. Shabby actually came last minute. Like, I called him on Friday night and said, hey, are you off tomorrow? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, do you want to come help me move? And he said, yeah. And he drove down with his girlfriend and helped.
Dude, that's awesome.
Helped us move everything into the garage because we're also renovating the entire floor in the first floor of the house. So, like, we're like not fully living in there yet because it's kind of like we have dogs and stuff, and there's just like corkboard down, and I don't want to mess it up because like it's like a whole long story. But hopefully next week the floor comes in, get it installed, get the shoe mold in, and then move in officially and live there. But in the meantime, I am gonna get my office set up in there. Like, my desk is in there; it's not put together. I'm gonna move this stuff, everything down here over there tomorrow evening probably. So it's gonna be, we'll see. I'm pumped though because,
dude, I'm excited for you.
It's gonna be.
I know.
Yeah.
You've been through the ringers the past 8 months.
Yeah, it was worth it. I think. I mean,
absolutely.
I guess.
Wait, you're out of student debt like that. That's one thing. Like it's hard to believe is you were what a couple freaking almost 100,000. I don't know.
$95,000 in student loan debt
and school debt, and then. Like a flick of the wrist, you're out of it. Like,
the thing that was crazy
something that happens every day.
Yeah, the least amount of debt we had was in our house. All the rest was car and student loans. So now the only debt we have is the house. It was an expensive house, so I now have like $280,000 of debt, but I have 30 years to pay that off, and it's a house, so you can make it's just an investment.
Right.
You're just investing your money into a house, and you'll get it back. You'll get more. It's not so
exactly. Yeah. No. I know what you're saying.
I'm pumped about it.
You got out of the bullshit debt.
Yeah, bro. It was the exactly because fun fact, if you ever go bankrupt, like if you need to go bankrupt because basically if you don't have enough money to pay your bills, you just go bankrupt and they just forgive all your bills, but they forgive all your debt, but it like takes your credit score down. You can rebuild it. I have friends that like went into debt or they like went bankrupt and they have like 800 scores now because they had to do that at some point in their life. But if you go bankrupt, one of the only things that you cannot have forgiven is student loans. Like if you go bankrupt, you're stuck with them still.
Oh,
so it is really dumb debt. But I'm pumped. It was worth it. It was worth taking like the last 7 months to like just focus on saving money.
Yeah.
And, like
turn your shit around.
I'm so thankful for my in-laws who is the house we're in. Like they've just been so helpful. And the cool part is we bought a house in this neighborhood, so we're literally like one street. The fun story. So today and we'll talk about Destiny soon, I promise. But we talked, or I was over there, or no, what was I doing? I was here because they're also getting their floor done here, and one of Allie's neighbors is her uncle. He actually lives in this neighborhood too, and he came over and he's like, we're just talking about the yard. He's like got a perfect yard, and I'm like, I take pride in my yards. Mm-hmm. And this yard we have is huge, and it's like terrible grass, like it's just weeds everywhere. It's like weeds taller than the fence. So I'm over here like. Talking about, he's like, well, let's go over there and he's like, I'll get some, I have this crazy weed stuff. It'll get rid of all of it. I'm like, okay, we can do that later. And then I chilled and then came back. He's like, Luke, let's go do it. I'm like, oh, okay. So we walked over there and he helped me. He like helped me do all the weeds. And then he's like, get your weed whacker. I'll get mine. We'll weed whack all this. It'll be fast. So then we weed whack. And then all of a sudden he's cutting the grass. Like he cut my whole yard for me. He like has a 0 turn and all this stuff. Because it's a big half-acre lot, so it's like a pretty big yard.
Yeah.
So he cut the grass. He sprayed the stuff on the side of my house that took mold off of it. Like it's just cool to live that close to family where they're just like instantly coming over and helping you, which was super nice. I felt very thankful for that. But so now next step, get this new stream setup ready, and then I should be able to get on a regular. content schedule again, hopefully. I mean, I've been really busy with my business, but a lot of the hard, I think whenever we have our own house again and it's just like, this is our time and our space, I should have a little bit more freedom to stay up late and play video games with you guys. Like you, for instance, we haven't played video games since my last stream, and that was 20 days ago.
Yeah, that was 20 days. Wow, that was 20 days ago.
Like when we did those GMs and the Master Vlog, that was literally the last time I played with you.
That's insane. That's not how it needs to be.
But I'm pumped about your PC, bro. That's freaking big. Cause
I'm excited as well too, because I take a lot of pride in quality of my streams.
Yeah.
And I know going back and watching them that like even myself would be tough to watch because of just the quality. So I'm excited to get back to having that high quality stream, not only with visually, but content wise as well too, because we literally like built our whole community on scrims and then just had to turn around and stop playing scrims. And there's been a lot of people like, when are we going to get back to it? I want to play scrims. It's the only thing I care about, like, and stuff like that. So it's tough, man. It's like literally, it's like flipping a switch and like going to the other side of the community. You're like, and just not giving up on what you normally do, but just like, almost like changing games as well too. Like with how split Destiny is with PvP, PvE. It's literally like changing games. And so it was a bit nerve-wracking, but I mean, I still have my base community that's been supporting me, obviously, because I got a whole freaking computer out of it. So,
dude, I mean, it's like you had so much momentum and hype around like your branding, and then it just
exactly,
shut up, shut. I mean, you still have viewership, but you know what I mean. Like it was just like a hard thing to have to like figure out
absolutely
how to combat in the middle of like going straight up. Which
here's what I was thinking about as well too, and I'll answer Carter's question in chat that he was asking what the specs were. Here's the thing though, like what I'm really grateful for, of course, is the computer. It was completely funded by my community. To disclose, it was $3,000 of PC. Like that's not something that you get every day, so I'm very grateful for that. But what I'm actually like, I went back and like thought about it. Like I stopped doing scrims a little over a month ago, and that's right as a new season came out, or that's right as VOG came out. So I got into VOG, I got into doing all the challenges, or it was whenever Master VOG came out. Excuse me. I got into all the challenges. I started doing GMs. I got into GMs right as all the GMs started coming out. I was able to do GM helps. I was able to do Master VOG helps. I was able to like see all of the stuff that my friends do, and I met so many awesome people. I got to play with Evan F, Sweatsicle. Like I've met so many. Clyde. I did a whole raid race against Above and Spop. Like I've done so much in just this like 6 weeks of just doing PvE. It literally makes me like flabbergasted. Like just the stuff that I've been able to accomplish whenever I'm not doing my normal content.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very grateful for what's happened over the past few weeks, but I'm really excited to get back into like what I was, trying to do in the first place, because it's perfect time of the season, right? Where
just kidding.
No. But it's been fun, and I still do PvE. I'll still do Master Vogs and stuff like that.
Why did you have an accent right there? I'll still do the Master Vog.
I'll still do them, man. I'll still do them. I don't care. No, but just to answer the question they're asking what the specs are, I got a i7 11700K 3060 Ti, 32 gigs of 3600 megahertz RAM, a big NZXT cooler, and a Lee case, and it looks fucking badass, dude.
He did send me a picture. Badass. It looks hot.
Yeah,
it's thick.
So I'm just excited. I've started playing a little bit of Apex recently as well too, to kind of feed my
edge.
Competitive just because I don't really want to play trials, and so but yeah, if you guys are listening and if you ever were caring about what my scrims were, we're gonna get back to scrims on Tuesday when I'm gonna start back on my normal schedule. I kind of skipped out yesterday. I got really tired and just wanted to get my new computer in, and now that I knew when it was coming in, I was like, okay, let's take a little break throughout the weekend, relax, and then start back again full force. So I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
Heck yeah, dude.
Especially with all the new changes coming, man.
Dude,
we can talk about that for sure.
There's a lot of freaking stuff to talk about. Like there's a lot of stuff to talk about, and not I'm pulling up the TWAB right now. But
I have it pulled up
there's
as well.
just like a lot of stuff to talk about in like good and bad ways. For me, I think we're gonna have very differing opinions on some of this stuff.
Sure.
But that's good. That's what makes this fun. I'm pulling up the TWAB.
So the first big one, of course, is the slide, and
I had taking it, nerfing the crap out of it.
yeah. So here's my thing. Okay, so just for those that don't know, while sliding, players now incur the following weapon penalties: -20 stability, plus 15% shotgun pellet spread, and 1.5 times the flinch. So you get half of the amount of flinch added on to what your flinch already is. You get a little bit more shotgun pellet spread when you're sliding, 15%. And then the biggest thing a lot of people were looking at was the stability. Because we already went through that whole thing of the stasis Duskfield nades where like you use your stability, you lose your stability and stuff like that whenever you're frozen or whenever you're slowed. And now once they fix that, now it's whenever you're sliding, which is kind of dumb. I get that, but we play on PC where like people like use 120s that have like a stability of like that much, where the fucking gun is shooting up into the air every single time, and then you're gonna complain about stability. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't really.
And like all the guns now, like the palindrome can have like 90 stability. So take that down by 20 and you're at 70, you're still 3-tapping. Like, stop. That type of shit, these changes, the slide changes in particular, is people complaining before you even see what's going on.
Yeah,
that's like complaining about what your blind date looks like when you haven't even met her yet.
Yeah, I don't think people notice the difference. It's like the change that happened with mouse and keyboard getting like whatever it was.
Yeah, the recoil changes, and now people
notice what didn't actually change anything. I think that this one.
No, they use all these 120s that have the worst recoil in the history of the world. And they're still doing just fine.
Yeah.
And guess what? Now that 140s are good, the recoil directions are even better. And who's complaining? Nobody.
No one.
Nobody. So I think that whole slide nonsense was thrown out of proportion on Twitter. If you ask me, it's no one knows how that's gonna feel. I think it sucks. There's no reason for it, but you got to think we're bringing consoles into the PC world in season 15 with crossplay. And you got to think that it's very different to a controller player that's sliding around compared to a PC player that's sliding around all the time and jumping and
like it's probably gonna affect my gameplay a little bit because I'm playing force sensitivity with a shotgun on controller.
Yeah, so
I don't slide that much though, to be honest. I used to all the time with slide when I had a Dusk Rocks. No, what was it? Is that what it was called?
Yeah, Dusk Rock Blues.
I had that. I'd run that
with slide shot, snapshot, or whatever.
That's what I'd run with Recluse, and I just destroyed everyone with it. But I just slid all over America with that bad boy. I
think it's a little out. I just like it's like you don't know what it's gonna feel like. All you see are the numbers. Stability's never been a thing on PC. Like it's just, I don't know. I think if people are overreacting with those changes in particular.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the tweet real quick before we get too far into the
TWAB? Sure.
Because that was like the big thing the day before this was who was it? What was the guy's name that tweeted it?
His Twitter is Joe Garoth. Joe, the assistant director, I believe was his title. Let's see. It's here in the TWAB. Joe Blackburn.
That's what I thought. I just didn't want to say it.
Let me assistant game director for Bungie. Yeah. So he put out this huge Twitter thread about PvP in specific. And what it was about was basically just a big thread of what's to come in Destiny 2, PvP to be exact. There's going to be a total trials rework. There's going to be one brand new map, and there's going to be a few reprise maps, where people are really getting pissed off about because they're like, well, it's been 2 years, we haven't got a map yet. but you're only going to bring us back one new map. You're only bringing us one new map and 2 reprised maps. Like, come on,
I'm
man.
mad about it. I think
and one back from Destiny 1.
I think I have the opposite opinion on this tweet thread as you, because I was super underwhelmed. I was just like, oh, cool. They have no resources for this, so that's just going to continue to be really not looked at for years.
I agree with you. I agree on that aspect. Here's where I'm thinking. This is where I'm coming from. It takes a lot of balls to tweet about PvP as a assistant director, okay, to the Destiny community.
It's also weird. But it's also kind of weird. That's how you're telling us about this.
I don't think it should come into it. It should not have been in a tweet. It should have been in a TWAB.
Yeah.
It should have been in a separate
thing. Just like
it should have been a community, like a weekly update, community update or something like that. It should not have been in a tweet. I agree with that. It's very informal in my opinion. Because it just allows nonsense to ensue into the world, where people quote tweeting it. He should have turned off replies and he should have turned off quote tweets and stuff like that, or retweets or something like that. Where this is, if you're gonna deliver it in a tweet. But then again, he's a grown ass man. He can do what the hell he want. But here's my opinion.
He was farming impressions. Just kidding.
Yeah, I got a lot. Here's my opinion. Is one. This shows transparency. Like, they're not afraid to tell us what the F's going on now, and I hope there's more of this. I hope it's not a tweet. I hope it's something that's just like in a TWAB and a weekly thing where, like, hey, this is what's happening. Here we go. This is what to expect. PvP, you're getting this. PvE, this is happening. Just wait, it's coming. That's what we've been asking for.
Yeah.
He didn't mention anything about an anti-cheat, which sucks. Or like an improved anti-cheat, whatever you want to call it, which would have just lit up the community if they did, even if it was just like one little line. But just the transparency part really like surprised me. I was very happy with that. The fact that we are only getting one new map does suck.
Yeah, that sucks. In Witch
But
Queen,
here's the thing.
Literally one map in Witch Queen. That sucks.
Here's my question. Is one map, you take the current state of Destiny and you add one new map, is that going to bring you back to playing PvP?
No. I mean,
exactly.
I never left, so
exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, just in general, like people that left PvP, if you bring one new map into Destiny 2, are you coming back? No, you're not, because they're still like cheating.
You need a DLC map pack.
Yeah, I'm saying
15 maps. No, just kidding.
To excite me in PvP world is you need to fix the shit that's wrong. You don't need to give us the new stuff. I don't care about maps. I'm playing on the same 3 maps every single time. I don't care. Okay. What you needed, what I would love to see, and like I was saying, I tweeted about it as well too. In my opinion, this was just a highlight. This is what's coming. That's all I can tell you at the moment. What I would love to see is like a up to their tick rate, something going on with like the dedicated servers, an updated anti-cheat. Like, why does my shotgun still blank, in year 14 of Destiny? Why am I still missing melees with an Arc Strider after hitting them 14 times? Mm-hmm. Why is someone that's lagging still able to be connected to the thing? Like, come on, like, those are the things that make the game feel better that I would love to see improved
didn't
with
season
15.
About that, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's where I don't think PvP needs a new map to be, oh, here we go, PvP, new map, yay, woo! No, the game needs to feel good, in my opinion. The guns need to register, melees need to register, people need to have good connections. That to me, I mean, there needs to be a loot, there needs to be an incentive to play PvP.
Yeah.
One new map is not going to do anything, or bringing back old maps isn't going to do anything. Yeah, it adds to the, diversity of it, of course, and adding a game mode, Rift, that was exciting. That tweet itself, that one reply itself got a bunch of likes.
It's exciting, but it's still like, what I want is new stuff. Like, I mean, I'm excited. Like, I'm still going to play PvP. I'm still going to play Rift. I love it. It's just like, they freaking take a Band-Aid and they just are like, That's good enough.
Yeah.
They don't ever like
Yeah.
blow anyone out of the water because they don't apparently have the resources. That all I got from that email was we don't have enough resources to have PvP be what you guys want it to be, so we're hiring. Like
Yeah.
he literally said that
I
at
mean,
the end.
I mean, yeah, that's you're not wrong. But here's I don't know. I've put everything that's happened with PvP like behind us, and I'm just like looking for the future because it couldn't have got it can't get any worse than what it was. It can only get better. You know, in my opinion, they can only add stuff. I mean, if they keep taking away stuff, and then they're just too, I don't know what they're doing if that's the case. They just keep taking away.
I often ask what they're doing because someone in chat just said that they left. They got separated from Activision in 2019, which yes, I can understand that. And then the pandemic happened in 2020. Yes, I understand that. But there's no more like the excuses. The pandemic excuses. I don't listen to those anymore. Like it's over. They've been working every day since it happened at home. They're figuring it out. We got tons of content during the pandemic. If we're being honest here, when it comes to PvE on that side of things, if they were able to do that, there's no shot they can't just like figure out a way to do something new inside of PvP, which we talk about all the time. And it's kind of like beating a dead horse, to be honest. I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. Like it's like yes. Couple new maps, couple old maps, cool Rift, cool. They're gonna look over
Trials. They're
gonna rework stuff. Yeah. They're saying it all.
If I remember correctly, he mentioned something about like loot. Give me a second. Competitive modes of what makes Destiny special. I can't imagine a version of Destiny that doesn't involve getting a sweet new gun and taking it for a spin in Crucible. Okay, maybe that's what I maybe I just misunderstood. Next thing I see the effort.
Yeah. He was just saying he never envisions Crucible not being in Destiny because it's cool to get a new gun and then go use it against players. Excuse me. I have just burped.
Yeah, I'm just kind of reading over it real quick and reprised weapons, reprised maps into Season 16 and Season 17. Oh, Season 17 will come with a brand new map. So it's the second season of Witch Queen. We get the new map.
So no new map with Witch Queen. That's depressing. Are you freaking kidding me? So it's not going to be like Taken King because Taken King brought so much to PvP as well. That sucks. Dude, that sucks, bro. What are they working on right now? Like, what are they doing?
The two maps that are coming with Witch Queen are reprised, and then they're bringing back a Destiny 1 map into Season 18. So we get four maps in total in the next 4 seasons.
Which is like, what is it? 4 months.
It's kind of
per
pitiful,
season.
bro. I'm not gonna lie.
If you sit and really think about it, it's like,
it is kind of pitiful.
Are we supposed to be excited
that's
about
a whole
that?
Year. That's a whole year.
Yeah,
that's literally a whole year. 4 seasons.
Yeah. We supposed to be pumped about that?
Yeah. And again, that is just maps. I will say that's just maps. So who knows what's going to happen in between?
That's true.
You know, balancing wise, a new subclass. Like, who knows what's happening in between the fact? And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I feel like it's just highlights, and I feel like they highlighted the wrong thing. Yeah. You know, like here's some. Oh, okay. We really need to put something out about Destiny. You know, let me tweet about it. Let me tell them what's going on, and then they just like, let me tell them about this. They're like, oh, get really excited about this, and then like no, tell them about this.
They're like, well, check this out.
And it's just like you're when they should have told them about the other thing.
Yeah, you're like, listen, we're not going to give you any new maps in Witch Queen, huge, but we will the season after. It's going to be huge, because we want you to stick around because Witch Queen's going to suck. Apparently, just kidding.
17's not even real.
Yeah, she won't even be in this. You know. I would be pumped, like, you know how it is. It's loot. Like if they brought back, I was mad, and I'm probably like most people probably wouldn't agree with me, but I loved when there was a pinnacle reward from competitive PvP. So like,
dude, absolutely.
Recluse, 100%. Mountaintop, like stuff that breaks the game, and you can only get it if you are the best of the best in the competitive realm, unless you're cheating.
I agree.
I loved that. That made it so fun to try to get Legend each season, to try to get this, to get that. Even whenever in Trials, whenever Doctrine of Passing was around, that was like, I only played Trials because I would like to get that one gun. And I think that you know, there's some stuff in the game that's worth grinding for, you know, like a good Igneous Hammer, or like the Fatebringer from VOG this week, which I only did because I just wanted the role that it comes with, which is explosive payload and Firefly. And
Firefly,
then I
yeah.
got mine came with kill clip and explosive payload, which was pretty sick.
Not bad. Not bad. I got 2 rolls of that. One for PvP with accurized explosive and opening shot, and then one for PvE, which was like a pack mag explosive and frenzy, which is one that I've been using for GMs a lot recently.
Nice.
So
I had a hard time finding a team this week. Every other week was easy.
for Templar?
Yeah, this week was like,
Really?
nah, I don't want to. I'm like, this is like the easiest one. Like,
It's literally the most free thing in the history of the world.
But luckily I had friends because I don't play that much right now. So like when I get on, it's like, hey, can someone help me? Like I feel so bad. I'm not actually able to help anyone else. I'm just like, can everyone drop what they're doing? I know you did this already like 3 or 4 times, but I need you to stop.
I know it's the 6th day that it's just been out, and I haven't done it yet.
I need this. Also, can I join your clan just for tonight to get the clan night seal?
Right.
Because that's all I have left for the seal, but it's gone.
Oh goodness. No, I feel that. I mean, I ran a bunch of helps like the first night it came out or whatever. It was really frustrating because like a lot of people are underleveled, but it was fun. I got my rolls. I'm really excited to try them. I tried them out in Iron Banner. The explosive payload opening shot feels really good. I don't think it's going to be as good as my palindrome. But the bad thing is there's a lot better.
I'm not using that gun in PvP. I tried it out and it just doesn't feel right for me.
Fatebringer?
Yeah, I'm good with it. I have other stuff that's better.
It seems like it takes a lot of flinch.
Yes.
If flinch is really bad. It's very weird.
And its recoil pattern's already kind of weird for PvP for me personally. But that's like a 4 cents controller player speaking. It's a little different. So
I feel you. There's the only bad thing of that is with my palindrome, I just don't have a really good, other than my astral, which aggressives feel like poop right now. So I have a lot better shotguns that pair with my Fatebringer than I do my palindrome, if that makes sense. So it's a little bit disheartening, but
yeah, my
because duality feels amazing.
Yeah, my astral feels like crap now. Like I feel like I miss everything with it, and it like has no range. But I still, dude, my igneous hammer, bro. I just use that all. I just love that gun. I like the way it feels.
It's good.
It feels like the spare rations for some reason, and I loved spare rations. But I played PvE with that Fatebringer, and I might use that all the time in PvE. I forgot how fun it is to have explosive payload and Firefly.
It's good.
Oh my gosh,
it's good.
So nice.
I'm glad I got one with the Frenzy as well too. Frenzy's a really good like a really good perk for GMs.
Bro, I have that roll in the regular Fatebringer. It's got explosive payload Frenzy.
I use that a lot.
It's a nice one.
I use that a lot.
I use you a lot.
Just to go through a few of the other changes here. Rally Barricade's getting a huge buff, which is good. A little short barricade for Titans. That's going to be good. Good stability, higher range, less flinch whenever you're sitting behind them.
Oh, is this back to are we back to the TWAB?
Yeah, just kind of rolling through the TWAB. Yes. The biggest thing for Titans, which is going to be fun, is the small hammer's getting a huge PvE buff with damage and an increased timer because with that one, it sits on the ground until it explodes. And it's going from 6.5 to 10 seconds, which is going to be huge. So it's going to be like a cool little, and with Doom Marchers, it procs the Doom Marchers. So imagine throwing a hammer that does 50% more damage and it hits like a thrall and then everything just gets electrocuted. Like, that's going to be really cool.
That sounds sweet.
A really big, interesting buff to some of the strikers. You get a bigger detonation radius and less of an activation cost for the initial slam of the top and bottom tree striker, which is huge. In my opinion, playing on that in PvP felt really underwhelming because of that first slam. You just never killed the person that you were sitting right next to. And then moving on to Hunters, Arcstrider is getting a lot of love this season, bro. Arcstrider is getting very interesting
super
durations. Super durations, even getting a buff to PvE, and the initial slam for that one as well too is getting a radius buff as well too. And then with Warlocks, big thing for Warlocks, bro. Rest in peace to the Warlock mains. Is as we all know, Icarus Dash is being slammed into the ground and shit on
it. They should, bro. It's not fair how much you
I
can
agree.
use that.
I agree, but I think they hit it too hard to start off with.
Yeah, you know what they should have done is given Hunters more. I think they're gonna
turn around.
I think that instead of taking stuff away, they should let the other two subclasses have something extra. So like the Hunter gets two dodges instead with like a timer, and then Titan gets whatever. I don't know what Titans do. I don't play as Titan.
Twilight Garrison.
Yeah, they just get that. Yeah, just give them Twilight Garrison. Listen, we would make people so happy.
That would blow the world up. Oh my god, no! The 2 dodges is overpowered in my opinion. There's no chance because there's already an exotic that gives you 2 dodges.
Yeah, but do you remember how awesome it was in D1?
Oh, yes, I do.
Instantly, constantly, you had dodge.
Yes, but that is overpowered. We're gonna talk about 2 Icarus dashes every 5 seconds is overpowered.
That's the problem, though. Is that
it's
always overpowered. We're supposed to be overpowered.
I know.
It makes it more fun.
Here's where I disagree. So you initially had 2 dodges every 5 seconds. You could dodge again, none for 5 more seconds, and continue on. Now it is 1 dodge every 4 seconds. So IMO, okay, in my opinion, 1 dodge every 3 seconds. Change that down to 3 seconds, and I think there's a little bit more balance. And then, so another big change as well too is Heat Rises is a perk on that same tree where if you consume your grenade, you go back to the pre-buffed Icarus dash. So if you want to be Zoomy Boy, you gotta waste your grenade basically. Interesting. And if you get kills, your Heat Rises lasts longer. So you just get, I don't really know what that has to do with anything, but you want to be a fast boy, you got to get rid of your grenade, which it's not a bad trade. People give up their grenade anyways to like be a snipey boy in the air, but here's the thing is the enemy team's going to know exactly where you're at from now on as well too. That's been a change as well, where you're marked on the map, the little mini map of where you are when you use your Heat Rises. So no more sky sniping for all those little Dawnblade boys.
Thank goodness. It's
a good change. I feel like it needed to happen. Another big thing as well too is Well is getting a little bit of a nerf. Little bit of a resistance changes and such like that, but it'll be interesting. I think one thing that's going overlooked is Stormcaller. Have you seen those changes?
I honestly only read the Hunter stuff because I don't care about the other ones.
So
too many words.
You have okay, one big nerf to Chaos Reach, which is huge. That needed to happen.
That needed to happen.
Without a doubt. It's going to change the way the super, perceives its damage with its cone or whatever cone of damage. Here's the big thing. You have Bottom Tree Stormcaller. This is the thing with Bottom Tree Stormcaller. You get Arc Souls. Arc Souls now last a second longer, and their fire rate is increased by 10%. They're gonna last longer and shoot faster. Electrostatic Surge now increases sprint speed when you're near your allies, so you're faster when you're with your teammates. And Landfall, which is whenever you cast your super, you cast the lightning strikes on the ground, now has 5 extra pulses. Literally every single thing in that tree is getting buffed.
Yeah, they're making the whole thing better.
Like, that is insane to me, dude. I might be a Bottom Tree Arc, dude. Like, F that, dude. I mean, I already run Ophidian, so, like, my weapon swaps and stuff are going to be quick. But, like, dude, like, if you're, like, a ability, not going to say, like, ability abuser, but, like, if you're, like, know how to use your abilities, holy crap, is that going to be strong. I think that's getting overlooked by a lot of people. I read through that on stream the other night. I was like, bro. And then they have you have No Time to Explain, which gives you a little arc buddy. So you have 2 arc buddies. And then if you put on Getaway Artist, which like you consume your grenade and you get an arc buddy that is like even better.
Arc buddies.
You just have a whole army of arc buddies just fighting people.
That's gonna be the new thing in Trials.
It's gonna be an insane thing as well too.
That sounds sweet. I might try that because I when I'm not playing my Hunter, I play my
I would, dude.
Warlock. I play Warlock.
And you can use a pulse rifle, which this pulse rifle is really good. With No Time to Explain.
I love using No Time to Explain. Whenever Beyond Light came out, I mained that through a whole entire legend, like a legend thing. Like I loved that.
It's good. It's good. I encourage you to try that out. It's gonna be interesting. But the last one was Middle Tree Void, which is the Nova Warp. Got a very interesting buff as well too.
Do you see 100% damage increase to handheld supernovas versus PvE?
Yeah, and then a 73% damage increase with just the super.
Yeah,
you no longer get slowed, and it detonates on cast, so you can literally just be surrounded. It's a panic super at this point. It's a panic roaming super. Like, it's gonna be huge. I think if you guys don't remember, what was it? Forsaken first came out, and that came out, dude. That was a very strong, subclass.
Oh yeah.
It was very difficult to kill, and then you added handheld supernova to it, and then I think it's also whenever Controverse Hold came out, that gave you like an overshield whenever you had your charge grenade going. It was, I'm afraid we might be getting back to something like that. So interesting. I'm excited. A lot of things are changing, man. The meta is literally gonna flip.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a long time to figure out what it is, if you ask me. But I'm gonna definitely try out.
When's all this coming? Next season, 15?
This is all season 15. Yeah.
Nice.
So next week they're suspected to have armor changes, like with the exotics and stuff like that. And I'm assuming weapon changes will be the week after that. And then you have Big Boy, which is the new season. So
heck yeah.
We'll see. A lot of changes coming out, man. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I like when stuff comes, like, especially because like a lot of it I don't actually pay too close attention to, but you kind of feel it as it happens. And I have you guys to ask those questions too, like, hey, why is this feeling?
Exactly.
Well, in the TWAB on August the 4th, it's
August the 4th. I'm just excited to get back to PvP, man. It's been a long time coming.
Dude, it's fun, bro. I literally, when I get on Destiny, now I don't have to. I did my one VOG a week just for the seal. Now I literally don't want to do anything other than just like either play. I don't mind playing trials or just for fun or comp.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually play comp right now. I would if someone wanted to, or just literally control. Like, I don't care. I just like, there's just like, it's just so fun and easy.
We're getting to that stage of every Destiny season where it's like, what do I do now? Why do I sign in today?
Yeah. Mine is to get a cloak. I still haven't got a 1320 cloak. It's been like weeks and weeks and weeks of doing almost every pinnacle, and I still haven't got one. So I just gave up. That's like,
I feel that.
Legitimately have done like.
It's okay. You're only gonna have 10 to go up.
Yeah, I know, but I've only I only had 10 to go up this season. I couldn't even get it.
Yeah. If it wasn't for all the GMs I was gremlining, I wouldn't have got it either.
Well, I've done the master every week at least once. I did
That's crazy.
I've done VOG like a million times this season. Like, there's no chance. Like, I should have it, but it's okay.
Yeah. Weird.
My RNG for power has always sucked, if I'm being honest. There's always been one thing that I've needed for most seasons. I don't have it easy.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to? What do you think is going to be changing next TWAB? What do you think they're going to highlight? I think like Geomag is going to get looked at. I'm scared they're going to start changing the movement exotics. I'm scared, bro. Dude. I don't want them to change my Stompies or my Geomag, or not my Geomag. They can throw Geomags in the trash. I don't care.
They can't change Stompies.
Like, what are they going to do? I don't know what they could do to them.
They can't change them. They won't give us Bones of AO. And if you're not going to give us Bones of AO, you got to at least make our half-crapped brother to it, the Stompies, be at least not any worse than they are.
Right. I don't know what they would do to the other ones either. Even with transversive steps, like, all you do is reload whenever you're sprinting.
Yeah, like, Stompies don't actually really make you... You're faster.
Stompies is just improved. You just jump higher and... jump further.
I don't ever feel like I have an advantage over everyone because of it.
Slide
to be
farther.
honest.
That's literally it.
Yeah.
I don't see where those need to be tampered with. I don't know what they could do to them to make them any different.
Yeah, I don't know. They haven't really ever messed with them.
Dune Marchers they can tamper with a little bit. That's fine. That's not a moving exotic.
I don't know.
You literally chain lightning to other people through dead bodies and shit. Like, it's terrible. That can be messed with a little bit.
I think next week will be like a slower TWAB because, let's see, what is this week? I think we're like only a few weeks away from, let's see, next week will be the last week before the Witch Queen announcement, like live stream. It's like August.
Oh, that's right.
20 something.
Maybe they do weapons and armor then.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do that or if they're just going to make it be like, listen, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff next week, so we're just going to make this one chill. That's what I'm kind of expecting. I'm not expecting anything crazy, but you never know. It might be both those things.
I think next week's going to be just as big as this one.
We'll see. I never really expect
they only went over abilities and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, he already hinted at next week being like armor and stuff, so we'll see. How mods work.
Do you remember whenever there used to be like big seasons and what they would talk about in the TWAB was like 13 or 14 new exotics that were coming?
Yeah, dude. I remember watching the. I remember specifically watching the Taken King one. They had like 3 of the Taken King ones. You remember that?
Yeah, it was
It was like
amazing.
it was like talking about armor and then talking about weapons and then talking about like the leveling system or something like that. I'm like, oh my god. Oh, give me the Taken King again, bro. Oh,
I know. I wish that
it was so good.
I hope that there's some big things to announce at the Witch Queen, and I'm talking big. Like I want new power options. Like I don't know. I also am starting to just come to the realization that we might just kind of be in this loop until this saga ends. You know, like until the Dark and Light saga ends. I think it's going to be the seasonal model all the way through the end of that, and then they'll revamp everything again because it'll be like Destiny 3 or whatever. I don't know though. That's thinking way too far ahead. But
yeah,
we'll see what happens next week. I'm excited to read about it. I'm just excited that I'm gonna get to play this game more often and other games. I've been playing FIFA a bunch on the side.
Really?
If I'm being honest,
I've been playing Apex.
I'm like the opposite of you. So like I desire competitive stuff when I'm like with you guys, but when I'm by myself gaming, I'm playing like GTA 5 like by myself, story mode, just walking around town, chilling. Like I play FIFA.
I don't love it, but like because like when I'm playing like by myself, my heart starts beating and like I don't know what to do, and I'm just like, fuck.
You don't have any
do I
homies
fight
to
this
hype
team
you
or
up.
do I move on? My teammates can hear me. I don't know.
Yeah, I just
It's
play
bad.
random games. I'm gonna probably do that on stream whenever I come back. But I'm pumped about this. Also, I like that they're making the powering up stasis experience less annoying. By the way, I don't know exactly what they're doing with it from what it said here because I didn't read it, but it says at the top improving the powering up stasis experience, and whatever that means is just get better than what it is because
Yeah,
I've not powered up all of my stasis on any of my characters because it's not really that fun if I'm being honest. It's like
I agree. It's not fun at all.
do this and do that and do. I'm like, oh my goodness, just give it to me. The other games just gave it to me, or let me use XP. Remember in D1 you just got XP and it leveled up your subclass. I loved that.
Yes,
I love that kind of stuff. That stuff because then you can play whatever you want. You just got to get XP. But
that would be. I just remember like the whole like leveling up to level 50 and then your power level. You know.
yeah,
That was
fun.
That was fun. Now it's just season rank.
Dude, I'm just pumped because in whenever this comes out in January or February, I'll be living in a new house. It's the off season for weddings. Like I have 2 weddings. I have one in January, one in February, which is good because I don't usually make any money those months and I need it now since I have a mortgage. But
Yeah,
you got to make that money. But so when I start streaming on Twitch, make sure to sub to me so I can pay my mortgage. Just kidding.
there you go.
Sub to Maddox.
Sub goal.
Sub goal 1,700 subs. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Oh, dude, I'm excited to get back to the Destiny PvP. I don't think people really say that very often, but like I mean it when I say it. Like scrims are the schmoove. They're gonna be fun. I hope to continue to
I need to get in on some
welcoming environment and stuff like that. So
I want to like do some streams where I'm playing in them with you guys because I always have a good time when I do scrims with y'all. The only times that I didn't have fun was like when you did RNG ones and some of the people that had to get on my team were mad because I think they thought I sucked, but that's okay. That you can't get around to that. People are just competitive. I get it.
Yeah.
I know my self-worth, okay? I am worth more than my Destiny KD. Do you remember that person who tweeted at me about that? What was that recently? That was all. That was.
You tweeted about the controller thing.
They looked up my KD. I thought that was hilarious.
That is hilarious.
You're hilarious. Where'd you get your shirt?
David Dobrik hoodie.
I was wondering. I thought that's what it was. How many hoodies do you have?
About 50.
You have 50 hoodies?
No, probably like closer to like 15.
Bro, I got a new hoodie yesterday. You'd think it's cool. My friend owns a company called How It's Filmed, and it's like a huge Instagram account. It's got like 50,000 followers or whatever.
Huh.
And he shoots weddings with me, and he shot a shorter wedding with me. He actually shot a wedding with me with Carter, but he shot a shorter wedding with me. and I paid him the full price. So he gave me but because I wasn't supposed to, but I did anyways, and he just gave me a free hoodie. It's Champion hoodie. It's sick with like how it's filmed is embroidered on it. I just got it yesterday.
Oh yeah, sounds good.
I figured you'd like.
I have a lot of black hoodies. This is like one of my only like gray one.
It looks nice on you.
Thank you. Too big. I bought it whenever I was like 500 pounds.
You weren't ever 500 pounds.
Ah, I was close.
No, you weren't even close at all.
Couple hundred.
Dude, I need to start working out. I'm the heaviest I've ever been.
Dude, that's a whole new podcast. We could talk about that a whole other day.
Welcome to the Destiny workout channel, where we play Destiny while working out. That would be fun.
Dude, imagine like I'm benching while you're like playing a round of trials, and then it's your turn, then I take the controller and
That'd be awesome.
Oh goodness. Dude, I don't have much else to talk about
me
other than
neither.
we went through the whole TWAB and
Congrats, we made it to 30 episodes.
we did 30 freaking episodes. So next week we will have a guest, hopefully. And then we didn't even say anything at the beginning.
What?
I'm so upset.
About our guests who were supposed to be here?
Yeah, so tonight we were supposed to have CB Gray. CB Gray was not feeling good, unfortunately. So he has been sick over the past few days. So he mentioned it. He messaged me today saying that he doesn't feel 100%, but he wants to keep going. He wants to do it. I was like, no, bro, we want you at your best, and he agreed to come back a later date, which will be not this Sunday but next. So he'll be the big boy before the new season comes out. So that'd be huge. Next week we have a partnered streamer on Twitch and a big YouTuber, Mr. Demon Joe France. He's a big PvE boy.
I've never met him.
I met him recently through Dawn, and he's fantastic. He's hilarious, bro. I'm really excited to get to know him. So
me too.
We have him next week, and then CB Gray is gonna be joining us after that, and then we probably got a week off. We'll see. Maybe if we can snag anybody else before or after the new season starts. A lot of people are gonna be busy, so usually we take that time off. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Heck yeah, brother. It was fun. It's been a fun experience. I'm excited for us to get Havoc back on here eventually. Hopefully he's doing all right.
Agreed.
I know he was listening tonight. So if you're out there, Havoc, we love you. Keep getting better. But we're having fun. We're chilling. I'm thankful for everybody that listens. It's a fun thing to do on Sunday nights. I'm a little tired tonight, so if I seem a little less, I'm like exhausted. Like I this weekend made me realize how thankful I am that I don't have like a construction job where you're just like constantly lifting stuff and walking around in the heat all day. Oh my gosh.
And you were doing it. Well, I guess you're probably outside majority of the time. So
yeah,
you're moving a lot of stuff inside where there is AC.
Yeah, it was cold inside. It was nice and cold inside. Oh man. But heck yeah, dude. Well, that's it. That's all we got, right? What do you got
That's
going on?
probably it, man.
What do you got
Next week we got a big
week?
TWAB coming out. We'll be able to talk about that with Mr. Demon Joe, and be a much longer episode. We made it an hour though. We're chilling. We're vibing. We got this.
We're vibing.
We're entertaining.
We're the best in the Midwest.
If it wasn't for the TWAB, we wouldn't have much to talk about.
We just sit here like, so what's your favorite gun? Okay, cool. Let's talk about something else.
Well, do you have a set date when you're gonna try to come back, or are you just vibing?
No, I don't have. When I get one, I'll tell y'all, because I kind of want to make a big deal out of it, just so people know that I'm still alive. Because
absolutely,
I legit think people literally have no clue that I even make internet videos anymore. So I want to make sure that they're like, oh, cool, he's back, sweet. I know it's gonna not be like, I've been gone for a long time, and I know what it's like. It's not like I'm going to get on and it's going to be like the same amount of viewers as before. A lot of people probably pieced out. I mean, it's all good. I get it. But I'm going to try to make something about it because it's going to be a little different this time around. Not super different. It's still going to be the same old chilling with Luke, but soon I'll see. The internet is my thing. I need to get Ethernet ran up to my office. I don't have it. So I have to see how well my stuff performs over the Wi-Fi. Today I tested it over my phone. And my phone was doing like 500 megs down and about 60 megs up over Wi-Fi. So that's like perfectly fine. So if we can stay that consistent, if I
much better than my computer at the beginning of the stream.
yeah, your computer is pooping. You looked like a square.
Bro, it was terrible.
So basically all week I'm gonna be getting stuff ready, and then you probably all can expect something in the next several weeks. We'll see.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
about it.
I'm gonna be returning back to Les Scrims on Tuesday and just vibing until then. I'm honestly, I've been doing a lot of ranked Apex, and I kind of want to incorporate a little bit of that into streams whenever things get a little
Heck yeah.
meh. But we'll
Might
see.
as well. You might as well.
So maybe a little bit more of it.
Oh, there's a raid incoming. Clyde's about to raid our podcast.
What?
Should we just keep talking?
I guess we're gonna continue talking. What?
If you're listening right now and you don't know what Twitch is a place where people can come and watch your stream from someone else's stream, and that's happening.
Let's just get Clyde to join the Discord real quick, and we'll just talk to him.
We'll be on here until 3 a.m.
Oh gosh, yeah. Well, speaking of Clyde,
you beat him in a raid race.
I got to face him in a raid race recently. Yeah, him, Spop above some other obtained boys, Avit, Shinray, and Console, and it was tons of fun. If you guys didn't get to watch that, I don't know if any of them are making a YouTube video out of it. I didn't make a YouTube video out of it or anything like that, but if that's the case,
if they lost, they're not gonna make a YouTube video. But I think
no, they need to. No,
hey, there it is.
Hosted
with 472 viewers. Heck yeah!
Holy moly.
Sheesh. We never had this happen before on while we're live on podcasts, like just a big raid like that. So what do you do in that?
Literally right as we were ending too. We should end it quicker. I'm just kidding. Well, we appreciate that,
Clyde.
Mr. Clyde.
We got to get you back on here soon, brother. Clyde was one of my favorite. So like, if we're talking about favorite memories in these 30 episodes.
Yeah, let's recap. We just did. This is our 30th episode. That's huge.
30th episode. Now, my favorite episode was the one with Clyde, and it was the longest episode. I think it was 3 hours. Yeah. And I was
a viewer then. Yeah, I was a viewer then. I wasn't a host yet, which was fun because I still got the like. What's good is like with when he was on there is he responded to chat a lot. So whenever he cussed, and I was like, Clyde, no cussing. So funny. Oh goodness, that was a good time. As a viewer, that was a really good podcast.
That was a good one because I didn't know much about his like personal life, and he kind of just like we just talked for like 3 hours.
It was literally just like a bunch of buds.
But my favorite part about doing this podcast is getting to know people, you know, in the community, especially the leaders of the community. So just that one specifically was cool. And you know, when you're from Ohio, you're basically in the same family.
You're
probably,
literally you're literally just brothers at that point. But so we talked about the TWAB. We talked about the tweet.
Yes.
PvP is gonna get a bunch of changes. I don't see like. So okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
And anybody that's listening can answer this as well too. If you guys are listening in chat, what are your expectations for PvE and just season 15? And we all know it's gonna be like we season 16. Witch Queen's too far away to even talk about. For PvE, what are you expecting? Are you expecting a dungeon, a raid? We all know like some type of seasonal activity. You know. We all know something like that's going to happen. I hope it's a little bit more enjoyable than overrides. But one thing I would love to see, and I sincerely hope that this is not an unpopular opinion, but I would love to see the seasonal thing be like a menagerie.
Oh yeah, dude. We've talked about that 1,000 times. We need that to be what it is.
If it's not something where there's targeted loot where I can insert this to get that, and then insert another thing to get a better roll of that said thing, I'm gonna scream. Like and because we all know that that's for PvP. You know, you go in there, or there's great PvE rolls as well too of certain things. But I want to go in there and I want to know what I'm going for. I want to be able to farm it. I want to be able to get the pinnacle weapons, like it be a pinnacle activity as well too. And I want it to be match made, where I don't have to sit there and find 17 people every week to go into and do it. I would love to, dude. Honestly, just bring us back Menagerie at this point.
Just bring them.
You don't have to rework it. Just bring it back.
They just bring.
You're bringing back old maps. Just bring back old Menagerie.
The freaking not the Dreadnought. The freaking Leviathan flies back in. We heard you needed us, but it's literally just for Menagerie.
You were speaking about us.
Heard you on. We heard you on the Destiny Nerds podcast, and they said they wanted this back. Dude, Freaking.
So Luke was talking the other day on the Destiny Nerds podcast, and we figured we'd just fly back in real quick and see if you guys wanted your beloveds back.
Yes.
Definitely.
Adored's not the same because of the stinking.
The Zoom level.
The Zoom is not the way I
dude,
like
and
it.
Ostringer, now that 140s are starting to come back, dude, I can only imagine how good Ostringer would be in like regular quick play. With the rangefinder, I think it was rangefinder, like Eye of the Storm was like the schmove for that one. Oh, a Menagerie 2.0, that would be beautiful. I would love that.
Oh, heck yeah.
What would they call it? What would be the new name for it?
Menagerie spelled backwards. I don't even know what that is.
Huh? I don't even know. Let me spell it out. Let me spell it out real quick. I gotta like look.
I don't even know how to spell. I'm gonna try to spell Menagerie. I don't even know what the next one. It's because I don't know if it's
Irganem.
Irganem. We're getting Irganem next season.
Yep. It's going to be the new thing.
I talked about it a couple podcasts ago that what I want from next season. Well, no, we talked about it with whenever Hardcore is on here, 2 Hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
That I want it to be a season. He was similar to this where, and I'm just sound like a broken record, but I want it to be a season where they're just like, we don't get some stupid seasonal event that's boring. We don't even get one. They just focus on like making things better. Whether that's like
the season of quality. Yeah, I remember speaking about that.
The season of quality. I'm still all in for a season of quality if that's possible.
I agree. Dude, imagine going into Witch Queen with just everything fixed.
Yeah.
Everything we've been complaining about and like Bungie, this is wrong. Can you fix this? This is great. Can we make it more like this? Imagine just going into the new DLC and that shit just being right.
Yeah. And then inside of the season, somewhere at the end, like a hype point at the end. Like, don't make it crazy at the beginning because you know how it is. Like, everyone gets hyped and they come back about a month before the new DLC. They're like, I'm here. I'm excited.
Yeah.
There's something new coming, especially if
like prepping, dude. I mean, all these big boys that you see them saving their bounties and stuff like that.
Yeah, Clyde over here has like spreadsheets and stuff.
No, that's Sweatsickle out here with like a
Clyde makes videos about prepping, and that's what I watch when I go to prep. I'm not even kidding.
Okay.
He'll be like, "Yo, what's up, everybody?
I need to get on that.
We're gonna prep, and this is what we're gonna do." Okay, listen.
I remember watching. Do you remember James' work?
Yeah.
I say you remember him like he's
non-existent, like he died or something.
But like I remember watching him for the first time, and it was before Shadowkeep came out, and it was like he was like, dude, he had the literal plan on how to prep for Shadowkeep, and I'm like, oh my, he would literally stop mid Crucible match because someone's like, oh, what are you doing to prep? And he'd like, well, hang on, and he like pull up the like whole spreadsheet because he had a green screen. You click a button and just everything like, and it'd see all this stuff like, well, if you save this many things, you can go turn it in right here for this many things, and then you can go turn it in for this many. Yeah.
If you look here,
and you need to save this stuff. You need to go grind this to get this. And I'm like, oh my God. The amount of thought that it goes into that. Dude,
I live for prep.
That is impressive to me. Like people that care enough to where like to put themselves above average for the next season just to like really get that like oomph, you know, and of course with like the seasonal mods, like Reaching Clear this past season was the last column. You had to get 12 or 11 or 12 points just to get Reaching Clear, the best mod in the game right now. So like you have to be ready. You have to be prepped to get that shit day one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who knows what's going to be in the 5th column of next season's whatchamacallit, you know, who knows? There could be something game breaking like Reaching Clear because Reaching Clear is gone. It's gone in the wind after next season.
Which sucks because I love it.
It's so good. I'm curious. What if they did that with like rockets?
Well, that'd be sweet.
And like, so now lasting impression rockets now give you that buff. Interesting.
I honestly think anything's good. Like they've done a really good job at that last perk each season.
Yeah. They're saying Oppressive Darkness.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
I loved Oppressive Darkness.
That was good.
Just stuff that
especially with like Voidwalker being buffed in PvE.
Yeah. I just
controversial
need stuff that makes you feel like a god. Like if I don't feel like a god in this game, it's just I'm unhappy.
Bring back Nothing Manacles. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing manacles where you got the scatter grenades. You got 2 scatter grenades and they had tracking. And it gave you damage. It gave you grenade energy upon kills or something like that. Oh my god. I still remember the Dado video of him like showing you how to get a grenade every 2 seconds or something like that. Or every second.
Yeah, just
and it's just him just throwing scatter grenades all D1. Oh, that was beautiful.
Beautiful.
I'd love to see something like that. It's really impressive. Playing PvE a lot recently, like you've seen all the different builds you can come up with Warmind cells, with just different exotics and stuff like that. And even with like stasis, dude, stasis for a warlock is dumb in PvE.
It really is.
It's got me out here soloing GMs and shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's broken. It's scary good with the what they call Jerry's. People have nicknamed them Jerry's, the stasis turret for warlocks. Bro, those are good. That's insane.
Those things.
And there's a little whole build where you can do a finisher and get another Jerry.
Yeah.
Go a Jerry, do a finisher, get another Jerry.
That's when we were doing Master Vogue, when I was playing with I played with some real raidy boys the other night, like with Yak Dog and his friends, and they all had those. There was Jerry's everywhere. It was like like everywhere. I wasn't dying because of those. They were in specific spots.
Blinding nades. Oh. Dude, I never would have thought that I would have a grenade launcher of every affinity with blinding nades, even a kinetic one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't use that. I never used that stuff before. But now, dude, my vault, I think, has doubled since I started this like PvE grind because of all the different things that are good in PvE compared to PvP. You know, I had just so few little things. People are like, do you have this? I'm like, oh, no. You have this exotic? No. Because it's not good in PvP, so I don't need it, you know? But, dude... PvE in general is fun because you can literally come up with so many different builds, whether you're trying to do a chaos reach build where you get your super back with geomags, or even like the stasis build on warlock is one that I can really think of because I have a good one. I actually have a really good stasis warlock build because stasis, you get all the buffs from all the different things as well too, along with I would use Eye of Another World that gives you plus 30 on some different things. It's just it's unlike PvP where you just have high mobility, high intellect, and high recovery. You know, that's really hard to worry about, and then use a certain exotic. So it's fun. I'm hoping for next season that there's something like that where we have to like attune our build. I would love to see GMs get harder, and I would love to see like a Master Vogue thing as well too. Not a raid, but like something as difficult as Master Vogue.
Yeah.
PvE wise, like a dungeon. I would love to see a hard ass dungeon. I'd love to see they're coming out with hard modes for the dungeon as well too. Is that correct?
I don't know.
They're coming out with like prestige. Oh, I don't know if that's correct. Like master versions of the dungeons. I don't know if that's correct or not. I feel like I've heard that before. They're saying master dungeons. Yes. Okay. Well, that's huge.
The chat knows. They know.
Chat knows. Interesting.
There's a lot of things coming.
I hope so. I hope you're excited. I hope you're ready.
I'm excited. I just happen to be really tired right now. I'm gonna fall asleep soon.
Dude, let's finish it off, my friend.
Let's wrap it up. We kept it for another 10 minutes for Clyde's community.
We did our thing.
I would have, if I was streaming this by myself, I would have stayed up all night, Clyde, for you if you're listening still. But appreciate the raid in the middle of the live stream, the live podcast.
Yes, sir.
Maddox,
but
where can we find you?
Twitch.tv/Maddox. Doing a lot of PvP here soon. Finally got my new PC in, literally sitting right next to me. Starting back on Tuesday, doing scrims. Gonna incorporate some Apex ranked grinding. I've never done that before, so you're gonna be seeing me shit in the bed, getting like a kill a game, if anything. But yeah, Tuesday we start back 7:30 p.m. EST, and just excited for the new season, man. Gonna start getting back, hopefully, on some YouTube videos, and just trying to create that community, man. I'm excited.
Heck yeah, same. I'm very excited to see what you got coming up. I like watching your journey and text messaging you about it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm messaging you about it. But sweet dude. Well, my name's Bearded Luke. You can find me at twitch.tv/beardedluke or youtube.com/beardedluke. I promise I'm going to stream again soon. Thank you so much to everyone who listens to this, who watches this. Like, we have a lot of people that listen to this, and I'm very thankful for that because it is a podcast, so it makes sense people will listen to it. But I'm so thankful there's at least 50 to 60 people that are literally listening to this every single week, and it is so cool. But I will 100%, 1000% guaranteed fact be back soon. Next week's going to be fun too, so I'm excited. But yeah. Thank you for listening. If you didn't know, this podcast is available anywhere where you can listen to podcasts. Also, you can watch the VOD on YouTube as soon as I get it edited, because sometimes it takes me a minute. I don't think last week's has been finished yet, so I promise I got you. It's a crazy week. And you can watch the VOD if you want to here as well.
Plenty of excuses, my friend.
Yeah, last week was a good excuse week.
Yes. Next week, we have Demon Joe France joining us. And then, of course, like we said earlier, we were supposed to have CB Gray on with us tonight, but he was unfortunately sick. So we wish him the best. We hope that he recovers. It's not a great time in the world to be sick right now. So we just wish everyone a good health, and we will see you guys next week.
We'll see you next week. We love you.
Same time, same place.
Yes, same time, same place. Well, I might be in a different place, but you guys.
Yes.
Same URL, twitch.tv/The Destiny Nerds. You're all amazing. We'll see y'all later. Peace out.